Tippy time my damies, Topcat here and welcome back to the channel. Today's build is an updated version of our Grapes of Doom build. It's all about getting in close and messing shit up with sticks and blades, but it all begins with my friend the scatter grenade. This grenade is going to split into many sub-munitions that cover a large area with multiple explosions. Its damage, unlike its void counterparts, is direct and immediate compared to the others which tend to linger and burn. Our exotic is the nothing manacles. With these we gain an additional scatter grenade charge. And it's also going to enable tracking for scatter grenade projectiles. This is going to take the scatter, dial it up to 11, turning them into our little Grapes of Doom. And with the feed the void aspect, by defeating a target with a void ability will activate devour. And with endless grenades at our fingertips, eternal life is in our grasp. Whilst devour is active, final blows will restore health and extend devour. To extend this timer even further, we will be utilizing Echo of Persistence. This is going to grant us a 15-second window for devour, but this can be pushed out further to 23 seconds if we get multi-kills from the Child of the Old Gods aspect. So with every enemy engagement, lead first with your grenade, after that you're unstoppable. Echo of Undermining will add a weaken effect to targets. This works excellently on this grenade as the initial impact will debuff, then the remaining grapes will swarm in for the kill. Come a DPS phase, you'll always lead first with the grenade to apply more damage for both you and your allies. The firepower mod will feed us an orb of power every time we get a grenade kill, so when beginning your grenade spam, make sure to pick a target you'll kill in order to get that spam rolling forwards. Stacks on Stacks is going to feed us 2 armor charges for every orb we pick up. You're still going to need to pick up 2 orbs in order to get this build's max armor charge of 3, but 3 stacks will be plenty to supply our grenade kickstart mods. These mods will feed us back grenade energy upon activation, and with the kills making us orbs, we have that loop in place to destroy all that stand before us. But we're going to take it another step further with the Innovation mod. This reduces the cooldown of our grenades each time we collect an orb of power. We will be double stacking these in order to increase the potency of its effect. Child of the Old Gods is still just as broken as ever. When we cast our rift, our little void buddy will shoot out and attack, both weaken and drain. This won't shoot out from your weapon if you kill the target, so shoot it at a mid-level enemy and it will attach and drain all that encompass him. You're going to want to run a healing rift despite having the full amenities of devour, as the energy leeching from your void buddy will grant you melee energy, but more importantly grenade energy. The Reaper mod will feed us an orb of power on the first weapon kill after placing down our rift. This will help fuel our grenade cooldown from the Innovation mod and fuel our armor charge if a grenade kill is not possible. The Bomber mod is also an adrenaline shot to our grenade energy every time we drop down our rift. Running 2 of these is the sweet spot. Ashes to Assets is going to be feeding us tons of super energy on our grenade kills. Again, I'm double stacking this. This build pumps out grenades, so you'll be flinging Novas all day. But it's Reprisal that feeds us even more super energy when killing close. And given the right circumstances, you can gain a super in 8 seconds flat. Echo of Vigilance. Now this may seem overkill, as defeating a target whilst your shields are down will grant us an overshield. But because we're in there nice and close, when could both devour and an overshield be a bad idea? This will tie into our Vex Caliber. This fires a spread, equipped with a quick draining shield. Blocking damage with your shield gradually bestows a void overshield to both you and nearby allies. Its trait, Perpetual Loophole, will allow you to deal additional melee damage whilst protected by an overshield. This is a bonus 20% damage, and upon defeating targets, our overshield will be refreshed if still active. But we're going to make this also do unstop. This works both for our projectiles we shoot and by slicing them with our stick thanks to the medieval champion and our artifact. This is also going to make our swords overload champs. I'd recommend dusting off the guillotine. Most of us had this in storage in our vaults, but with both Relentless and Whirlwind, it's still the best sword in the game. Both versatile whether it's against miners or the biggest baddest boss. Shadow Orbs is going to feed us orbs on every initial shield break, because just in case we weren't already making enough orbs, we could always use more, right? These orbs will fuel our volatile flow in the artifact, We will have this effect for 13 seconds, making not only our sword more dangerous, but so too will the projectile shot from our glaive. Single shot weapons like bows and glaives are very good with volatile, and it will activate a volatile explosion every time. Use what you favour for your primary, but I've opted to go for the Smite of Moraine. Acquired from the King's Fall raid, we can craft this with Adrenaline Junkie for a saucy damage increase, but also Demolitionist will allow for kills to generate grenade energy, then we can throw out said grenade to automatically reload the pulse. I'm also running anti-barrier pulse rifle, this way I have all 3 champs on lockdown with this build. The last of our mods were the Void Weapon Siphon for orbs on Void Weapon rapid kills. Void Reserves will increase our capacity for both our glaive and sword. And Concussive Dampener, I've double stacked this for general purpose play, but feel free to swap out one of these to whatever the threat element is for the activity that you're in. The results are amazing with this build that debuffs and destroys with endless grenade spam, both Devour and Overshield on tap, allowing us to be the tip of the spear. I'll make sure to leave a dim in the description below, thumb it if you liked it, comment down below if you've got any questions or suggestions, and until next time, tippy tie my jammies, what a tie.